Test 1 2 check. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Yeah, you got it. I hope it stays on today, but not like at the softball game the other day. Be nice to get a lineup from the other team. That'd be good too.
Turn off the water. No, I didn't know that before I was here. It was all over, flooded everywhere. Tried to call in time. Why did you have to call in time? I didn't turn it on. No, I did, but not before I was really rude. And it was too.
Oh, here we go again. Can't even begin to see.
This is the Preston Indians pregame show. Coming up, we'll take a look at tonight's game. We'll hear from the coach and look at the pregame stats all leading up to tonight's action. You're listening to live coverage of the Preston Indians on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com.
And a very pleasant good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Malad, as today the Preston Indians head to Malad to take on the Malad Dragons. Dan Hubbard here in Malad. Glad to have you with us. John Beverly back in studio, our engineer today, as the Indians come back off of what has been a long 10, 11 days off since they last played their last game back against who they played? The Logan Grizzlies about 10 days ago, and beat them in a light rainstorm by a score of 5-1. And here in Malad, if you're watching on the video feed, you'll be able to see it's bright sunshine here today. Just a few clouds and a little bit of a breeze, but perfect weather for some baseball here this afternoon. For the Indians, they come in 5-2 on the year, as they've won 5 straight as they head into this game here this afternoon and take on the Malad Dragons. Malad is off to a great start this year, as they are 8-0 so far this season here in the 2021 baseball campaign. So for the Indians, they'll send Ashton Madsen to the mound today. Ashton gets the start against the Dragons, who counter with Grady Combs. He'll go to the mound this afternoon for the Malad Dragons. So, like I said, just a perfect day for baseball here this afternoon. Just a little bit of a breeze. Warm, sun is out, and the fans are here too. So we're about ready to play some baseball here. Have not seen the umpires as of yet. Teams are getting loose, getting ready, as we will play some baseball here in Malad and get back to work after what has been a interesting couple of days. Rained out yesterday at home against the Shelley Russets. That game scheduled to be made up a week from Friday as a doubleheader that will be played in Shelley. Just in case you're interested, the girls were scheduled to play yesterday as well, a doubleheader. They were scheduled to go on the road to Shelley to play a doubleheader, and those two games have been rescheduled for tomorrow afternoon at Tony Hansen Field for the doubleheader against the Shelley Russets starting at 3:30, and we will have those games for you tomorrow, 3:30 tomorrow afternoon. The first of the doubleheader coming up from Tony Hansen Field, the Lady Indians against the Lady Russets coming up tomorrow. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll talk more about this game as we work our way down to the first pitch. We'll do all that as we continue right after this timeout.
KACA.
Hi, everybody. It's Dan Hubbard for ChemDry of Northern Utah. Are you worried about the safety of your home or business? Well, ChemDry of Northern Utah can help. Their new Micro Pro Shield service disinfects, then adds antimicrobial protection for up to 90 days. They use patented technology to create a layer of spikes on surfaces that mechanically kills microbes on contact for up to 3 months. Their hospital-grade disinfectant is EPA approved for use against SARS-CoV-2, the very cause of COVID-19. It's simply ideal for residential and commercial settings. If you'd like more information about their new Micro Pro Shield service and you're in Cache or Box Elder County, make sure you call today, 435-752-6100. That's 435-752-6100 for ChemDry of Northern.
It's easy, fun, fast, and affordable. Do all of your grocery shopping online at Stokes Market. Simply log into stokesgrocery.com. Select the Shop Online tab and shop for your items. Then select the pickup time that is convenient for you. Pay online, and if you can't get out, then have someone else pick up your groceries for you. Do your grocery shopping online and still shop locally. It's part of the new normal, and it's fun. Do it now. Shop, enjoy, save at stokesgrocery.com.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric in Preston, Idaho. It's what we do.
KACH.
Welcome back here to Malad. The Indians and the Dragons coming up in just a few minutes as we continue to work our way down here toward the first pitch here this afternoon, as the Indians come in on a 5-game winning streak. It all started back on March the 16th when they swept a doubleheader from Burley back on the 16th, winning 7-3 and 24-12, and then they were to go home and swept a doubleheader there from Bear Valley back at home in their only 2 home games they have played so far on the season this year, as they won those games 16-2 and 18-1, and then the 5-1 win they picked up just before the spring break holiday took effect, as they're able to knock off the Logan Grizzlies that day by a score of 5-1. So they've been idle ever since then. So the last game was on March the 25th. For the Dragons, they come in 8-0 so far on the year. They're off to a great start this year and chatting with Kenny Inglett, the manager or head coach for the Preston Indians, before we went on the air here today. He was telling me that he coached a big number of these kids from the Malad team, so be kind of an interesting go of it. A lot of kids know each other from both teams, and Coach Inglett, of course, managed several of the guys on the Malad team, but he was happy to see that they're off to a great start this year too, as they are 8-0 so far, with wins over American Falls, Shelley, one on the road, one at Snake River, and then beat Shelley on the road as well. Got a win against Layton Christian Academy, swept a doubleheader away from Chillis McKay 4-1 and 12-2, and then they beat Layton Christian Academy for a second time before they went on their holiday break by a score of 10-0. So they come in with a perfect 8-0 record on the season so far, as they get ready for the game here this afternoon as well. We'll take another timeout. We'll come back, talk a little bit more, have the lineups for you as we continue right after this.
KACH. We've all heard it said, if you aren't first, you're last. So why not start out first with the #1 brand for driver appeal and initial quality for mass market brands when you celebrate Dodge Performance Days at West Motor Company in Preston and Logan. Celebrate with 0% financing for 72 months or other cash discount offers on select models. Rules apply. So we ask, are you going to be first or last? Choose to be first with Dodge Performance Days at West Motor Company in Preston and Logan. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
West Motor Company.
At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we've been in business since 1948. And while many of the faces may have changed, there's one thing that still stays the same: our personalized customer service. Our customers will always come first, whatever your needs. At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we have many different insurance options and can find the right option for you and your needs. Call us today to find out more. 208-852-2500. 208-852-2500, or drop by the office, 85 South State Street.
Webb Funeral Home, established in Preston in 1925, has served the needs of Franklin County families and their neighbors for several generations. Now in their modern new full-service facilities just off Highway 91 south of Preston, Webb Funeral Home continues to offer caring and professional services to all residents of the area in their time of need. Funeral directors Douglas Webb, Ron Smaley, and Jordan Webb, along with aftercare specialist Jody Rasmussen, thank you for your trust in them and welcome your questions and concerns anytime. A message from your friends at Webb.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH. KACH.
At Franklin County Medical Center, their goal is to get you back in the game, back to work, and back to your normal way of life. Franklin County Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has a team of therapists who specialize in providing you an individualized treatment plan, helping you reach your goals, working with doctors from all over the region to make your recovery convenient and close to home. Call today so you can stop suffering and start healing. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and
regardless of which insurance company you use, when you add a teen driver to your vehicle policy, your rates increase. This is Cheryl Kimball with Naylor Insurance in Preston. If you've got teen drivers, you need to know about the rate-saving plan offered through Mutual of Enumclaw Insurance. Teen Smart is an 8-hour program that, once completed, will lower your rates and make your teen a better driver. Savings and increased safety. It's a win-win. Call us today, 208-852-08.
No winner on Wednesday morning in the KCH Money Magnet Contest. We'll add another $5 to the jackpot. And Thursday morning during the 7 o'clock hour, we'll call out another 4-digit lucky number and hopefully give away the money with $145 up for grabs on Thursday. Be listening during the 7 o'clock hour. Try to give away $145. It's the KCH Money Magnet Contest on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH, Preston's home for fun information.
a proud member of the co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston.
Let's go! Batter up! We're taking the afternoon off. It's a beautiful day for a ball game today. The fans are out to get a ticket or two. From Walla Walla, Washington to Kalamazoo. It's a beautiful day for a home run. But even a triple's okay. We're gonna cheer and boo and raise a hullabaloo at the ball game today.
It's time for Preston Indians baseball. The Indians of Summer hit the field as they look for a district title in summer's grand old game. Tonight's game is brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meats and produce, and now preparing and selling sushi. Chem Dry of Northern Utah. If you're in Cache or Box Elder County, they can clean and protect your home or business for greater peace of mind. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll find in all of the Cache Valley. Rounds & Associates Insurance Agency, an independent agency with many options for all of your insurance needs. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. We have all the parts your car may need to keep running strong. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Rouse Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park region of Preston. Naylor Insurance for home, health, life, and auto through Mutual of Eamon Preston Pharmacy, now with their own app to help make tracking your prescriptions easier. And by S&T Electric. When you're doing remodeling, additions, or building a new home, they are there for all your electrical needs. This game is made possible through an agreement between Preston High School and Cook Brothers Broadcasting and is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast of this game in whole or in part without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting is strictly prohibited.
And welcome back here to Malad, everybody, as we're ready to play ball. And here's the first pitch of the game. Fastball to Tate Green, swung on and missed, and it's 0-1. So the Indians and the Malad Dragons squaring off here this afternoon. We'll give you the starting lineups here. As the next pitch is a breaking ball that misses outside, ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike. If their starting lineup sponsored by Fellows Chiropractic. If you've overdone it on the sports field, need an adjustment or a massage, Fellows Chiropractic is the place. As Tate Green hits the ball in the air to short right field, coming up and sliding as Ward can't make the catch. Green's going to hustle to second base, and he is going to be out of there. It'll be a flare hit for Green, and then he's out 9-6 trying to go to second base. So a hit, and then Green thrown out, trying to advance. 1 out, bases empty. Now here's the Indians starting pitcher today, Ashton Madsen, who hits in the number 2 hole. Madsen will be followed by Chase Oxenborough, who's awaiting on deck. He hits in the 3 spot today. As Grady Combs winds and comes home, and the pitch misses down low, ball 1, 1-0. Justin Inglet playing shortstop today for the Indians. He'll hit in the 4 spot. And Carson Chugg is the left fielder. He'll hit 5th, the 1-0 pitch. Pop up on the left side. Shortstop coming over, and it is a fair ball, and makes a catch for the out is the shortstop Olson. So Madsen pops up on the second pitch that he sees, 2 down, and that'll bring up Chase Oxenborough. Finishing up the lineup here for the Indians, Devin Inglet hits in the 6th spot. He does the catching today. Traven Hadley will hit 7th. He's at third base. Seth Grohl plays first base and hits 8th. First pitch to Oxenborough's up high, ball 1. And then Braden Hess back in center field, and he'll hit in the 8th spot. So here is Ox, off to a great start. First year on the varsity at Preston, hits a 1-hopper out toward the second baseman. Has to go off his chest. It's going to be picked up by the shortstop and no play. And Oxenborough is going to be safe at first base. Second hit of the inning for the Indians. So 1 on, 2 out. And here is the shortstop, Justin Inglet.
You don't look like those pictures, though.
Here for Preston.
The pictures I seen when she just showed me, I was like,
Inglet, who comes into the game having hit in 5 straight since the Indians have started their winning streak. He has 10 hits in his last 21 official at-bats. Ox will lead over at first base, and the first pitch is hit foul back into the screen, and it's 0-1. Inglet with a couple of hits in the last game for Preston against Logan. About 10 days ago.
It's just really bright. Yeah. I just been like, she's been so.
Not only is he hit in 5 straight games, but he also has 4 straight multi-hit games for Preston, as he has a total of 9 hits in the last 4 games. Pitch home. Sliced foul off the right field side, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. Preston hated to see their game rained out yesterday, but they really had no choice in the matter between the rain and the snow. Just there's no way they're going to get the game in yesterday afternoon at home against Shelley, so they'll make it up as part of the doubleheader a week from Friday in Shelley. As that pitch is looked at on the corner for a called third strike, and Preston is gone here in the top of the first inning. No runs, a pair of hits, and 1 left for the Indians. We'll go to the bottom of the first inning. After a half inning here in Malad, it's the Indians nothing, and the Malad Dragons coming up.
KACH. It's easy, fun, fast, and affordable. Do all of your grocery shopping online at Stokes Market. Simply log into stokesgrocery.com. Select the Shop Online tab and shop for your items. Then select the pickup time that is convenient for you. Pay online, and if you can't get out, then have someone else pick up your groceries for you. Do your grocery shopping online and still shop locally. It's part of the new normal, and it's fun. Do it now. Shop, enjoy, save at stokesgrocery.com.
If you feel like your bank works against you, we invite you to move your accounts to Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. We work for you, not against you. Serving Southeast Idaho for over 65 years, we offer totally free checking with cash back rewards, 0 fees credit cards, low auto loan rates, and excellent customer service. Visit today, 311 South Highway 91, Preston. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours. Equal housing lender, member NCUA.
KACH.
Well, we'll go here to the bottom of the first inning, scoreless here in Malad.
KACH.
And we'll give you the Dragons lineup as they come up here for the first time, as their lineup brought to you tonight by the Franklin County Medical Center, providing you the best care in all of the Cache Valley. Franklin County Medical Center, 44 North 1st East in Preston. So here in the bottom of the first inning, the Dragons will line up this way. It'll be Trevin Ward who will lead off. He's the center fielder. The pitcher, Grady Combs, will hit second. And then John Evans, the catcher, will hit third today for the Dragons, as Ward comes to home plate, and we're ready to play here in the bottom of the first. Dylan Evans will hit in the 4th spot. He is the second baseman. Tanner Olson, the shortstop, will hit 5th. And the first pitch here from Ashton Madsen is down low, ball 1 ball and no strikes. Kyle Horsley bats 6th. He's the third baseman. Bridger Baston is in left field. He'll hit 7th as that pitch is lined into right field. That's a base hit. So bounces away from the right fielder as Oxborough has to get it back in a hurry, and they throw to second base, and they got him there. So just like in the top of the first inning, a single to right, and a man thrown out trying to advance. So Ward is out on the single, and then out 9-6. And with 1 out, that'll bring up the pitcher, Grady Combs. First pitch home to Combs, ground ball to third. Played there, knocked down rather, but they go to the cross in time, not in time. Combs will reach on an error, charged to the third baseman as Hadley tried to make the play and couldn't do it. So Combs reaches on the air. Now here's the catcher, John Evans. We are sitting behind home plate and back 30 feet or so from the fence, but this is certainly, as the pitch is outside, the runner goes, and the throw down from England is not going to be in time. So a stolen base as Combs moves into scoring position with one out. First pitch to Evans was a ball, and the next pitch home, time called before Madsen can break and come home. So Bradger Baston will hit in the 7th spot. Stetson Higley will hit in the 8th spot and play first base, and then Jaden Ward is the right fielder, and he'll bat 9th. His next pitch is outside, goes to the backstop, and that's going to allow the runner to go to third base. So Combs now at third base after the wild pitch, still only one out in the inning. Pitch again, misses outside. Madsen ready, rocks and comes home. That pitch is swung on and missed. So Evans takes a little walk around home plate, now climbs back in. Umpire signaling timeout, and now pitch again, misses outside. Thanks, buddy. As Evans ahead in the count. One out, runner over at third base. And the pitch home. Hit foul back into the screen. So Evans stays alive. And now climbs back in. He is certainly ready to hit as Madsen again now comes back home. And the pitch is inside, too far in. And it's a ball 4, and Evans will head down to first base. So that'll put runners at the corners. And now here's the second baseman, Dylan Evans. Runners at the corners, one out here in the inning. Here's Evans, who's hit in 4 straight games. With a chance to put his team on top here in the first inning. Madsen looks behind him, checks the runner. He's going to go to first base, and the throw over there on a bounce knocked down by Grohl to keep it from rolling into foul territory. And neither runner able to advance as Grohl was able to knock that down right at his feet. Nice play by Grohl to keep it right there in front of him. Combs with no RBIs yet this year, but certainly a big opportunity here as that pitch is up high. They throw back to third, and it's a bad throw knocked down over there by Hadley. And again, no advancement by either runner. So Inglett's throw down there on a bounce almost got away from Hadley. Both able to get back in. So Combs down the line from third, Evans away from first. Evans goes, and the pitch is hit foul at home plate. So ball and a strike. Evans back to first.
I got her. Hey, sis, this is Blake's daughter. The umpire's daughter. Yeah.
The other Evans, Dylan, waiting at home plate. And the pitch home again goes to the backstop. As no advancement by the runner at third, but John Evans over at first base, he will advance to second base on what will be the second wild pitch of the inning. Charged against Madsen. So Madsen with good velocity, but just kind of hooked that one and threw it outside in the left-hand hitter's box, and it went to the screen. So now runners at second and third with one out. Preston brings the infield up halfway, and the pitch hit foul off the first base side and out of play. So the runners back to second and third. Now Evans back in the box. Madsen comes home again. A little chopper back to the mound. Knocked down. Holds the runners. Goes to first. Dug out over there by Grohl. And now he's an out away from getting out of the inning. So 2 outs. And now that'll bring up the shortstop, Travis Olson. Check that. Tanner Olson, I should say. So here's Olson. 2 on, 2 out. Olson comes up with a 3-game hitting streak of his own as that pitch hit foul back into the screen. As you would imagine, a team that has won 8 in a row, they have guys who have been able to put the ball in play a lot. As time called, as England's going to go out to the mound to talk to Madsen here. Not only is he hit in 3 straight games, Olson, who had 3 hits in the last game they played, that was obviously a win. That was against Layton Christian Academy. And now Madsen ready. Here's the 1-0 pitch in the dirt. Knocked down. Inglet able to pounce on it quickly. No advancement by the runners, and it's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Madsen stands both feet on the rubber, rocks and comes home with a 1-1. Hit in the air to right field, hit pretty well. As going back on the ball is Oxborough. It's going to be over his head and it's going to roll the wall. It's going to get 2 runs in, going to second base and turning for third is Olson. He'll be in there sliding and is going to be out at third. So it'll be a 2-run double for Olson to put the Dragons on the board, and then he's out trying to go to third base for the 3rd out of the inning. But Malad gets 2 in the inning. 2 runs on a pair of hits, an error, and nobody left. We're done with an inning here from Malad this afternoon. After 1, it's Preston 0 and the Malad Dragons 2.
KACH. This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you're appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciate every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car and truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in today at 17 South State Street in Preston.
KACH.
So we go here to the second inning, 2-0. Malad on top. And here in the second inning for the Indians, they'll send up Carson Chugg, Devin Inglet, and then Traven Hadley due up here in the inning for the Preston Indians. Of course, as you might expect, between these two teams with all the wins between them, and the winning streaks that they're both on, they do have fairly comparable numbers, except Malad leads handily in one category, and that is simply the team ERA for for Malad is microscopic. It's at less than half a run per 9 innings at 0.45. So here's Devin Inglet to lead it off for the Indians. And the first pitch home to the Preston catcher is down low, ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. Combs ready again. The right-hander rocks and comes home. The next pitch is over this time, and it's 1-1. Devin, who has 10 hits in his last 15 at-bats. That's over the last 4 games in which he has hit safely in and takes the 1-1 pitch down low. And it's 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 offering. Way outside, ball 3. Not only does he have 10 hits in the last 4 games, but he also has back-to-back multi-hit games. And during the last 4 games in which he's hit safely in, he also has 4 RBIs during that time. He jumps ahead in the count. 3 balls and a strike, and here's the 3-1 offering from Combs. It's inside. Oh, he called it a strike. Wow. Nope. Did he call it a strike or pointing down to first base? His motions are almost the same. I'm going to say it was ball 4 as Chug just kept on walking. So the first walk here for Combs. And now here's Devin Inglet. Well, the sun is out here today, that is for sure. It's very comfortable outside, just a little bit of a breeze. The pitch to Inglet misses outside, ball 1. Combs ready again. The right-hander sets, holds at the belt, now backs off. Yeah, as he hadn't checked the runner at all, and then kind of almost in a bluff attempt over to first base. Now comes home with the pitch and misses down low. And it's 2 balls and no strikes to count here on Devin Inglet. So he was pretty much on in the first inning, but he's struggling so far here in the top of the second, having walked the leadoff man and falls behind Devin Inglet 2-0. Now Combs ready again. There goes the runner. The hit and run play is on and hit foul off the first base side. So Kenny Inglet tries to put a play on and get a little offense started for his team. And Devin had the ball in on his hands and fought it off and hit it foul off the first base side. So it's now 2-1. And Chug back to first base. Combs ready again. Sets and decides he's going to go to first base. And back to the bag, diving over there, head first into the dirt, Carson Chug. Outfield pretty much straight away. Ward, the right fielder, kind of pinching over toward the right field line a bit. Now Combs ready again, comes over the next pitch, fastball high again. So 3-1. So Combs in danger of walking the first 2 men in the inning here. See if Inglet has a green light if he likes the location. At 3-1, I feel it probably would be, and he is hitting, and the pitch is hit foul back in and out of the catcher's glove, and the count now full at 3-2. 3-2, nobody out. More harm than good can come from starting the runner, but we'll keep an eye on him anyway. Here with a 3-2 count. As Chug does not go, the breaking ball misses down and away, ball 4. So Combs walks back-to-back hitters to lead off the inning. So Chug goes to second. Devin Inglet down to first. Now here's Traven Hadley. Hadley, the big third baseman, as the catcher John Evans goes to the mound to talk to his pitcher Combs for a moment. And Hadley waiting at home plate, have a little chat with the home plate umpire. Is now ready to go as Evans comes back in and settles back behind home plate. So back-to-back walks to open the inning, and here's the first pitch to Hadley, misses down and away, but gets a called strike. Wow. He got the call from the home plate umpire, so it's 0-1. Hadley, who had 1 hit in 4 at-bats in the game against Logan, was 1 for 4. And the next pitch is hit foul again off the right field side. And he's in Hadley now behind in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Hadley, who has hit safely in 4 straight, also has an RBI in each of the last 4 games as well. And the 0-2 pitch on the way. Ground ball softly to third as they'll go. Has only 1 play. That across to first base, and it's not in time. So it'll be an infield hit for Hadley, and the bases are loaded with nobody out. Ball really kind of jammed him. Horsley came out and had to play it up on the grass, so he didn't have a play at third base to go back and try to get the runner. And for whatever reason, didn't go to second. He opted to go to first too late. And the bases are loaded on the third hit here by the Preston Indians. So here is Seth Grohl, as Combs will go back to working out of the windup with the bases full. And the first pitch swung on and missed, and it's 0-1. Next pitch swung on and missed, chased a high fastball, and it's 0-2. Grohl, who was hitless in the game against Logan last time out, he did strike out twice in that game, and the next pitch is a fastball, try to get him to chase it up high, work him up the ladder, and he misses up high, so it's now 1-2. Combs' next pitch, fastball off the edge, and it's even up now at 2-2. By going hitless in that game at Logan, Grohl has 1 hit in the last 3 games in which he has played. As the pitch hit foul back into the screen again, it stays at 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 offering. Breaking ball, got him. Great pitch. And Grohl couldn't pull the trigger on it. Goes down looking. That's the first out and the second strikeout today for Grady Combs. Bases remain loaded with 1 out. Now here's the center fielder, Braden Hess, the number 9 hitter in the lineup for the Indians. And the first pitch, look out, is up high and upstairs as Hess able to take it up and in, ball 1. Hess did not play in the game against Logan. He actually was not here as he had left early on the family trip for the spring break holiday, so he didn't make the trip to Logan as the pitch is swung on and missed, and it's now 1-1. Overall, Braden hitless in the last 2 games and in 3 of the last 4. The next pitch, breaking ball, that's over for a strike, and it's 2-1. Combs shows a pretty good number 2. Well, he snapped that off pretty hard. Next pitch to Hess. Goes back to the breaking ball again. He's out in front of it and strikes out. So back-to-back strikeouts. There's now 2 outs in the inning, and back to the top of the order in Tate Green. Tate, one of the hottest hitters on the team until that game at Logan. As he lines one in the left field, that's going to be in for a hit. That's going to get 1 run in. Here comes the second run to the plate as Hadley will stay at second base, and it's a 2-run single for Tate Green on the first pitch that he sees. With back-to-back hits, he ties the game at 2. As Chug and Inglet both come in, and with 2 outs, Preston is still with runners at first and second base. And that'll bring up Ashton Madsen, the starting pitcher today for the Indians. So we're tied at 2. Runners at first and second, 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. And the first pitch fouled into the catcher's glove, and it's 0-1. Madsen popped up to short, his first time up. And the next pitch home, that's going to be lined. That's into left field. That's a base hit. Here comes the runner Hadley around third. Now wants to go back, and he's caught in between home and third. They throw to the plate. Now they throw back to third, and they got Hadley and put the tag on him there. So Hadley's out for the third out of the inning as Preston sends 7 men to the plate in the inning. And 2 of them come home to score on 3 hits. No errors and 1 man left. We're done with an inning and a half. As we go to the bottom of the second, it's Preston and Malad. We're all tied at 2.
KACH.
You're the yard work hero, aligner of edges, trimmer of hedges, and slayer of weeds. When it comes to your lawn, power moves are the only moves you make. That's why you just applied IFA's Crabgrass Preventer plus Lawn Food for quick green up and long-lasting weed prevention. IFA's Crabgrass Preventer plus Lawn Food. It's the ultimate lawn owner power move.
Having your prescriptions refilled has never been easier. You can refill 24/7, set reminders, save medications, and access your account from the new My Community Pharmacy mobile app offered by Preston Drug. It's simple to use and it's simple to get. Log on to PrestonDrug.com and enter your mobile number. We'll send you the app. It's as simple as that. There are some things in life that have been made easier through technology. This is one of them. The app offered by Preston Drug is a quick and easy way to refill medications and promote a healthy lifestyle. Visit PrestonDrug.com.
KACH.
Well, we move to the bottom of the second inning in a 2-2 tie as Preston gets even with a couple of runs in the top of the inning. And now here in the bottom of the second inning, it'll be Kyle Horsley, Bridger Baston, and Stetson Higley due up here for the Malad Dragons. So Madsen ready to go back to work as home plate umpire getting together with the third base coach here for a moment. And the base umpire comes over as well here for a second. And now ready to go back to work, it does appear, as the umpires go back to their positions. So here's Horsley up for his first time up today. And Madsen ready and comes home, the first pitch up and in. Kind of bends him backwards a little bit. And it's 1 ball and no strikes. Madsen ready again. Here's the 1-0. Misses down and away. 1 ball, 2 balls and no strikes. Horsley, who had hit the ball pretty well so far this year. He had a 3-game hitting streak snapped in the last game against Shelley a couple of weeks ago. Chases a breaking ball down and away, and it's 2 balls and a strike. He did have 4 RBIs in the game against Snake River earlier this year, as that pitch misses inside. And it's 2-1. Madsen ready again, comes back with the next pitch, and it's down low. I correct myself, it was 3-1, so that pitch will be ball 4. And just like the Indians did in the top of the inning, they get the Dragons get the leadoff man with a walk to lead off the bottom of the inning. Second walk against Madsen. And now here is the left fielder, Bridger Baston. First pitch to Baston, hit foul, and it's 0-1. So a new ball for Madsen, ready to go back to work. As Baston back up there. And the next pitch didn't mean to swing. Hits a little ground ball fielded by the first baseman. He flips to Madsen, but Baston beats him to the bag. So it's an infield hit. Everybody's safe. As Horsley will advance to second base and stay there. And that brings up the third baseman, Stetson Hiley. Third hit given up by Madsen here in an inning plus. And now here, runners at second and third. The Dragons threatening again. And here's Stetson Hiley, who drew the caller in the last game. He was 0 for 2 in the last game against Chalice, as a pitch hit foul back to the screen. And it's 0-1. Today's game brought to you in part by Webb Funeral Home in Preston. Remember, their compassionate staff will help you in your time of need. Call 852-0533 for Webb Funeral Home. 0-1 the count on Hiley. Madsen ready, looks back at second base. And now comes home with the 0-1 pitch. That's going to be looped into right center field. That's going to get in for a hit. Horsley comes around third. He will come to this plate. He will score as a throw comes through, but everybody goes back to their bases. So a walk and then back-to-back hits for the Dragons produce a run. And they move back out in front. It's now 3-2. So Baston stopped at second base, runners at first and second. Still nobody out in the inning. And now Jaden Ward at the plate. The number 9 hitter coming up for his first time at the plate today. So they've touched up Madsen for 3 runs in an inning plus. Two hits here in the inning. And the first pitch to Ward. Fastball on the corner at the knees, and it's 0-1. Ward, who had 2 hits in the last game against Chalice, but before that, he went hitless in the 3 games prior to that. As they bluff back to second base, there's nobody there, and he throws it into center field. So Hess has to come up and get it. It'll be a throwing error charged against the pitcher, Madsen. I think Madsen thought because that he had to make the throw to second base, he didn't. The only throw that you're mandatory to make the throw to on a pickoff move is first, as there was nobody within 30 feet of the base, and he went through and made the throw anyway, and he threw it into center field. So Baston moves up to third. That puts runners at the corners. The next pitch to Ward misses, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1. And the next pitch home. Fastball is high again. And the count goes to 2-1. Boy, Preston could use a strikeout or a ground ball in the infield right now to potentially turn a double play ball. Next pitch swung on and missed. It's 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Madsen on top. The next pitch hit along the right field line. That's going to slice out of play. Oxborough comes over to retrieve it, but the count stays at 2-2. A run in here for Malad here in the bottom of the second inning. Breaks the 2-2 tie. They now lead at 3-2. And Madsen ready, comes home with the next pitch, a fastball that's high. Snap throw down to first, and they got the runner at first base. So Hiley, a little tardy getting back to the bag, and he gets picked off over there as the catcher, Devin Inglet, fires down there and gets him going back to the base. That's the first out of the inning. As the next pitch again, little flip foul in the foul territory. It's played there. They throw back across, and it's going to be a force out at third base as Baston got caught off the bag as he was most of the way home. So foul out for Ward. And then Baston is out 3-5 to try to get back to the bag. And Malad will have to settle for the 1 run. 1 run on 2 hits because of some lax base running. They actually end up leaving nobody on base in the inning as we're done with 2. We'll head to the 3rd here this afternoon. It's Malad 3 and the Preston Indians 2.
KACA.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you're appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciate every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car and truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in today at 17 South State Street in Preston.
Pain-free and feeling great without the expense and side effects of medications. It is not only possible, but a reality at Fellows Chiropractic. Now with 4 massage therapists and chiropractic available to help you with your relief from chronic pain. Give Dr. Fellows' office a call at 208-852-2240 to schedule your massage therapy or chiropractic session today. That number again is 208-852-2240.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Well, as we move along to inning number 3 here this afternoon, Preston trails 3-2. And here in the top of the 3rd inning for the Indians, they will start with the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Chase Oxborough, Justin Inglet, and Carson Chug due up here in the top of inning number 3. So here's Ox. Singled his first time up, was left on base in the top of the 1st inning, and the first pitch misses high and away, ball 1, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Next pitch home to Ox, swung on and missed, and it's 1-1. Ox, who stands at the plate, is hit in 5 straight and hits that one foul back into the screen. It's 2-1. So over the 5 games consecutive that he's hit in, he has a total of 9 hits and 16 at-bats. And the 1-2 on the way. That missed outside, 2-2. So when you add the single that he had in the 1st inning, he's now hitting 6 straight for the Preston Indians. Combs with a big sigh, comes home with a 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball, got him looking. So he froze Ox with that breaking ball. That's the first out here in the top of the 3rd. 4 strikeouts now for Combs. And with 1 out, here's Justin Inglet, who was a strikeout victim his first time up as well. First pitch home to Justin, swung on and missed. Good fastball. Got it in. And it wasn't much that Justin could do with it, but he still went through with the swing and came up empty. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball is high, and it's 2-0.
Come here, buddy.
Good to be back out at the ball field after the spring break holidays. The pitch is hit by Inglet, hit foul back into the screen. It's 1-2. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Chemdry of Northern Utah, introducing their Micro Pro Shield and Disinfecting Plus antimicrobial protection that works for up to 90 days. For safer homes and businesses and greater peace of mind is the 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed. As Inglet goes down on strikes. 5th strikeout here for Combs. And with 2 outs, that brings up Carson Chug. For safer businesses and homes and greater peace of mind, if you live in Cache or Box Elder counties, call today at 435-752-6100 for Chemdry of Northern Utah. Here's Chug, walked and scored a run last inning, got Preston on the board and takes that first pitch up high, ball 1, 1-0. 1-0 pitch, tied him up and hit it foul at home plate. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Chug was hitless in the game against Logan that snapped a 4-game hitting streak for him. And the next pitch, fastball misses outside. 1-2. In that game against Logan, he had a hard time just putting the ball in play. He struck out 3 times as that ball hit foul at home plate. Stays at a ball and 2 strikes. He did reach base safely in the game once, as he had a walk in the game. But still, he drew the collar and snapped the 4-game hitting streak that he had. Combs ahead in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Rocks and comes home, and the next pitch in the dirt. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs, top of the third, 3-2 Malad. Combs stands on the rubber, rocks and comes home. The next pitch on the corner, strike 3 called, and he ends up striking out the side. Gets 2 looking, 1 swinging. Either way, it's 3 in a row for the Indians as they go down in order for the first time today, and 6 strikeouts for Grady Combs in the game. We're done with 2.5. We'll go to the bottom of the third. It's still Malad 3, Preston 2.
KACH.
You're the yard work hero, aligner of edges, trimmer of hedges, and slayer of weeds. When it comes to your lawn, power moves are the only moves you make. That's why you just applied IFA's Crabgrass Preventer plus Lawn Food for quick green up and long-lasting weed prevention. IFA's Crabgrass Preventer plus Lawn Food. It's the ultimate lawn owner power move.
Having your prescriptions refilled has never been easier. You can refill 24/7, set reminders, save medications, and access your account from the new My Community Pharmacy mobile app offered by Preston Drug. It's simple to use and it's simple to get. Log on to PrestonDrug.com and enter your mobile number. We'll send you the app. It's as simple as that. There are some things in life that have been made easier through technology. This is one of them. The app offered by Preston Drug is a quick and easy way to refill medications and promote a healthy lifestyle. Visit PrestonDrug.com.
KACH.
Well, as we go here to the bottom of the third inning, Preston's going to make a change on the mound as Seth Grohl is going to come in and start to pitch here for the Indians, as Oxborough will come in and pick up at first base. So we have a new right fielder, and trying to determine who that is. That looks like it could be Hadley, or Madsen rather, out in right field. So, kind of a quick hook here for Madsen, as Seth Grohl is now the new pitcher. And for Malad, as a ball hit on the ground right to Oxberger, who steps on the bag for the out. As 1 pitch, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the third inning, as the leadoff man Trevon Ward grounds out. 3 unassisted for the first out, and now here is Grady Combs. So Madsen goes 2 innings, gives up 4 hits, 3 runs all earned. He walked 2. As Grohl will work out of the stretch even though there's nobody on base, and the first pitch is over for a strike, and it's 0-1. So 0-1 the count on Combs. Combs reached on an error his first time up, got as far as third base and was left there. As the next pitch is up high. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 offering. Breaking ball misses down and away. Ball 2, 2-1.
Hi. They're down here.
Madsen, in his 2 innings of work, did not strike out anybody here this afternoon as he gives away to Grohl. Next pitch home to the pitcher. Ground ball to the left side. It'll go foul. Just outside of third as Combs a little out in front of one, as the third baseman Hadley could not quite reach it, but it was foul anyway. And it's 2-2, the count on Grady Combs. Grohl ready, the 2-2 pitch. Popped up, foul into the screen. The one thing about coming in this situation like Grohl did, when you don't have any time to get loose, you're just thrown in there. Not only are you not, well, you're going to be loose from playing the first couple innings, but you don't have any feel on any of your pitches yet as you're just thrown right in there. Try to spin a ball up there like that, and it just kind of goes up to like a cement mixer and doesn't break as that goes over Combs' head. And now the count full at 3-2. Next pitch, that's on the inside corner, and that's strike 3 called. So that's the first Malad hitter to go down on strikes today. That's the second out of the inning. So 2 outs, base is empty. And here's John Evans, who also walked his first time up, but also came around to score. Part of that 2-run bottom of the first inning that Malad had here this afternoon. So the first pitch to the catcher, Evans, is a big chopper up along first. Going to have to hurry. Going to scoop, throw to first base in time. Nice play as Green came across, able to scoop and make the play. Evans is out 4-3. And for the first time today, Malad also goes in order in the bottom of the third inning as we'll go to the fourth. Done with 3, it's still Malad 3, Preston 2.
KACH. This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you're appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciate every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car and truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in today at 17 South State Street in Preston.
KACH.
So 3 innings in the book, 3-2 Malad as we go here to the top of inning number 4 here this afternoon. And for the Indians, they'll start out with the catcher Devin Inglett, then it'll be Traven Hadley and Seth Grohl, who now finds himself on the mound here as we go here to the top of the 4th. And today's game is brought to you in part by Naylor Insurance for home, health, and life through Mutual of Enumclaw. Call Naylor Insurance at 852-0810. That's 852-0810, or go by the office. You'll find them at 153 North State Street in Preston. So a little bit of a delay waiting because Evans had to put the gear on. Now Combs goes through his warm-up tosses. He struck out 6. In fact, he struck out the side in the top of the 3rd inning as we're ready to play here as we go to the 4th. So Devin Inglett, who walked and scored his first time up, he'll lead it off here in the bottom of the 4th inning. As the young catcher comes up here for Preston, he'll hit from the right side. So a righty-righty matchup here as Combs rocks the motion and comes home with the first pitch hit in the air to right. Down the line and curving foul. It'll be a foul ball, and Inglett will come back. Inglett, we say he's a young catcher, just a sophomore. You know, you kind of look up and down this Preston lineup, and they are young. There's a few seniors on the team, yes, but for the most part, this Preston team is young. They've won 5 in a row, and the next pitch to Inglett misses outside, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. So you have to be happy with what, not only this year at 5-2, but what's to come in the future for Preston baseball as Inglett drives that one to right, but right there is Evans to put it away. That's 4 in a row now retired by Grady Combs. And with 1 out, here comes the third baseman for the Indians, Trevin Hadley, who singled, got as far as second base, and was left there back in the second inning. So Hadley with 1 hit so far here today as he climbs in. As the pitch hit foul off the first base side, and it's 0-1. Of course, Preston going to get a test here in the next week or so. As that pitch it popped up behind second, it's the shortstop, Olson, to make the play for the second out. We say they're going to get a test. They're certainly going to find out quickly how their fortunes are going to go, as next week they'll have 3 games in a row against the Century Diamondbacks, as it'll start next Tuesday, a game at Century, and then a doubleheader at home a week from today against the Diamondbacks. As the first pitch to Grohl swung on and missed. We'll have the doubleheader for you from Tony Hansen Field a week from today, as we'll be doing the girls on the Tuesday of next week. As that pitch misses down and away to Grohl, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Combs ready again. The next pitch, that's lined back up through the middle. Combs just did get out of the way of that rocket back through the middle, as Grohl has his first hit of the day, as he lines a single back through the middle. That breaks a string of 5 in a row retired by Olson, and with 2 outs, that brings up the center fielder, Braden Hess. Hess, one of the 6 strikeouts recorded by Combs so far in his first time at bat. Roll away from first, and the first pitch to Hess, breaking ball, misses outside, ball 1. Our next broadcast of the boys will come up on Saturday afternoon. We'll have the doubleheader for you from Marsh Valley. First game starts at 3:30 on Saturday, as that pitch swung on and missed by Hess, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. We'll have no video that day, is because of no power available anywhere around the ballpark. We're going to be relegated to going to a phone line on Saturday, so no video will be possible, and no coverage on mylocalradio.com either. Pitch to Hess, missed inside. It's now 2 balls and a strike. Roll away from first, being held there, and the 2-1. Swung on and missed by Hess, and it's 2-2. Had a number of day games around baseball today in the opening week. Play day games so they can deal with not only possibility of rain. Breaking ball to Hess, misses inside, and it fills the count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. But also, while still teams playing opening day and getaway games today on a Wednesday, so a number of day games. We'll try to check the scoreboard for you coming up next half inning, as Olson backs off before coming home with a 3-2 pitch and 2 outs. Seth Grohl will be away on the pitch over their first base, as the pitch hit foul back into the screen. So 3-2, Grohl goes back to first. Hess climbs back in the box. Combs has a new ball. Sets again, and now comes home. The breaking ball popped up in the short into left field. Olson going out, he stumbles, and then nobody can get to the ball, as it's going to fall fair. And let's check on Olson. He's kind of, almost looks like as he was twisting and trying to chase that ball in the wind, he may have twisted an ankle a little bit. Could have been why he stumbled and went down, but it's going to be just a win single for Braden Hess. And runners at first and second for the Indians with 2 outs. Now let's check on Olson, make sure he can continue. As they come out to check on him, as head coach goes out to see him out of his shortstop position to make sure he can still move around. Today, we'll remind you today's game is brought to you by Stokes Market True Value. From produce to hand tools, fresh meat to smokers, plus fresh bakery, deli, and now fresh sushi made daily as well. It's Stokes Market True Value, 217 South State Street in Preston. It would appear that Olson's going to be okay. He's going to stay in the game as he runs back out to his shortstop spot. Maybe just a little gimpy on that right ankle. But now here's Tate Green with 2 on and 2 outs, and Green with 2 hits already in the game today and drove in a pair of runs his last time up back in the second inning. And he comes up with 2 men out there on the bases again here with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. And the first pitch to Green, swung on and missed, and it's 0-1. Grohl's at second, Hess at first on the Sun single. And the next pitch to Green, again, he's late on a good fastball from Combs, and it's 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes. Combs out of the stretch, and the next pitch to Green is up. Green lays off, and the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. 2 hits here in the inning gives Preston a total of 7 so far in the game. Time called as Green asks for and gets timeout before Combs can break and come to the plate. Tying run at second base for the Indians. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Next pitch home to Green. Again misses up, and it's 2-2. And now John Evans, the catcher, is going to go out to talk to Combs for a moment. As I want to make sure they get together on the same page as far as what pitch they want to throw here to one of Preston's best hitters here with 2 outs and a couple of men on base here in the middle innings of the game. So Green takes a little walk around home plate. Evans comes back from the mound and now will settle back into the crouch. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Combs out of the stretch. Here's the 2-2 offering. I guess it was 2-1, my bad. Yeah, it was 2-2. I thought it was, as the very nonchalant third strike call by the umpire as Green goes down looking and Preston leaves a couple of men on base. No runs, 2 hits, 2 men left. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th after 3.5. It's still Layton, or I should say Malad 3 and the Preston Indians 2.
KACH. We've all heard it said, if you aren't first, you're last. So why not start out first with the #1 brand for driver appeal and initial quality for mass market brands when you celebrate Dodge Performance Days at West Motor Company in Preston and Logan. Celebrate with 0% financing for 72 months or other cash discount offers on select models. Rules apply. So we ask, are you going to be first or last? Choose to be first with Dodge Performance Days at West Motor Company in Preston and Logan. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
WestMotorCompany.com.
KACH.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric in Preston, Idaho. It's what we do.
KACH.
Well, we move to the bottom of the 4th, 3-2 Malad. Seth Grohl moves into his second inning in relief work as Ashton Madsen went 2 and now Grohl into his second inning. And here in the bottom of the 4th, it'll be Dylan Evans, Tanner Olson as Evans hits the first pitch onto the ground to the shortstop. England has it there, goes across in time. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. So here's Tanner Olson, the shortstop, doubled home a pair of runs his first time up. Good to see it. He could stay in the game after twisting his ankle just a little bit, trying to chase that pop-up in the wind in the top half of the inning. As he climbs in. Roll comes on with the first pitch to Olson, popped up behind second base in the short center field. Hess coming up, slides and makes the catch. So 2 pitches and 2 outs. As nice running sliding catch by Braden Hess in center field. And now with 2 outs, here's the third baseman, Kyle Horsley. Horsley walked and scored. Right now he's the difference in the game. That leadoff walk in the bottom of the second inning that Malad was able to turn into a run. So 2 outs quickly here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Rolls next pitch, misses inside. 2 balls and a strike. The count on Horsley. Grohl coming home with the 2-0 pitch. Off speed is out in front of it, and it's 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike. Grohl's next offering is on the corner again. It's 2-2. So a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Grohl's 2-2 offering. Off speed, popped up in the short right field. It's the second baseman, Green, coming over, able to make the catch. And that's 7 outs in a row by the Malad Dragons as, again, they go out 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. We'll move along to the 5th. It's still Malad 3, Preston 2. We'll be right back.
KACH. Regardless of which insurance company you use, when you add a teen driver to your vehicle policy, your rates increase. This is Cheryl Kimball with Naylor Insurance in Preston. If you've got teen drivers, you need to know about the rate-saving plan offered through Mutual of Enumclaw Insurance. Teen Smart is an 8-hour program that, once completed, will lower your rates and make your teen a better driver. Savings and increased safety. It's a win-win. Call us today, 208-852-08.
You're the yard work hero. Aligner of edges, trimmer of hedges, and slayer of weeds. When it comes to your lawn, power moves are the only moves you make. That's why you just applied IFA's Crabgrass Preventer plus Lawn Food for quick green up and long-lasting weed prevention. IFA's Crabgrass Preventer plus Lawn Food. It's the ultimate lawn owner power move.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
3-2 Malad as we go top 5 here in Malad. Glad to have you along with us here this afternoon. Dan Hubbard here in Malad. John Beverly back in the studio as our engineer. As here in the top of the 5th inning for the Indians, it'll be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters due up. As it'll be Ashton Madsen to lead off. He was the starting pitcher and now playing in right field this afternoon for the Indians. Madsen 1 for 2, singled, popped up. And he's up there to lead off here against Combs here in the top of the 5th. And the first pitch swung on and missed. And it's 0-1. Next pitch home from Combs. Kind of chases one out of the zone and hits it foul.
That definitely hit the tree.
As it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, that had to go somewhere.
Combs ready again. Here comes the 1-1 offering to Madsen. And is down and in, but called for a strike. As Madsen goes down on strikes looking. I thought the umpire has such a delayed call sometimes. That's back-to-back strikeouts as he got Green to end the fourth and gets Combs here in the top of the fifth. The first pitch to Oxenberger over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Combs starting to work a little bit quicker now as that pitch misses downstairs, and it's 2-0. Dodgers playing in Oakland this afternoon. That's a 3-3 tie as Oxenberger hits that ball in the air to straightaway center field, as coming over the center fielder Ward to make the catch. And there's 2 outs quickly here in the fifth inning for the Indians. So both pitchers are pretty much settled in now and kind of taking control as Combs retires the first 2 men that he faces here in the inning.
Are you watching baseball?
And now here's Justin Inglett, who's 0 for 2 so far today, has struck out twice. Looking in the first, swinging in the third, as he hits one right back up through the middle into center field for a base hit. So Inglett with a 2-out hit. 8 hits now for the Indians as Inglett singles to center. And Justin, like Oxenberger, is now hitting 6 straight. So here's Carson Chug, walked, struck out, scored a run.
Okay, now I take my license first.
And finally, the first pitch is a fastball from Combs that's up high, ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. So 0-1 the count on Chug with 2 outs. Tying run on base for the Indians here in the top of the fifth. They trail 3-2. As the wind starts to gust once again, coming from beyond third base and blowing out to right field. As the pitch is inside, ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. So 2-0. Cardinals leading the Marlins this afternoon 7-0 in Miami. Ground ball to the right side. Gobbled up there by Evans. He'll go to first in time. And Preston gone here in the top of the fifth. No runs, a hit, and 1 man left. Preston now with 8 hits in the game, but they've left 5 men on base. We'll go to the bottom of the fifth. It's still Malad 3 and Preston 2.
KACH.
Hi, everybody. It's Dan Hubbard for ChemDry of Northern Utah. Not too long ago, we found ourselves really needing to have our carpets cleaned. Dirt, stains, pet hair, and remnants of all those chemicals trying to melt snow from last winter had our carpets looking dull, dingy, and ugly. We called Teresa and Daryl at ChemDry of Northern Utah, and in a very short time, they had our carpets looking like new. Not only did they clean our carpets, but they got up all that leftover pet hair to the point where you couldn't tell that we had pets in the house at all. It was like we had brand new carpets all over again. So if you live anywhere in Cache County or in Box Elder County, call Teresa and Daryl at ChemDry of Northern Utah at 435-752-6100 and let them take care of your carpets. You won't be disappointed. We weren't. 435-752-6100 for ChemDry of Northern
KACH.
Bottom of the fifth inning, still 3-2. Malad on top. As the Preston Indians pitchers have retired 7 in a row, as Seth Grohl, moving into his 3rd inning of work, has retired all 6 men that he has faced here so far in relief of starter Ashton Madsen. And as we go here to the bottom of the 5th inning, it'll be the bottom 3rd of the order due up here for the Malad Dragons, as the JV team goes jogging by to go get loose to start to get ready for their game. As the first pitch here to Baston is outside, ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. Baston singled and then was out trying to go to third base and hits a ball to the right side, and that's going to sneak through. So he has his 2nd hit of the game. A leadoff single here in the 5th. That's just 5 hits now for the Dragons in the game. And their first hit since nobody out in the bottom of the second inning. And that was Stetson Hiley who had that hit, and he's at the plate and takes the first pitch down low and outside, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. See if we can get you caught up on some other scores from around the big leagues here on this Wednesday afternoon. As the next pitch is up and in. Ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. Mariners lead the White Sox this afternoon, 8-4. Phillies leading leading at home against the Mets. That's hit to right field. That's going to be a base hit. Stopping at second base there is Baston, and 2 on and nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here for the Dragons, as back-to-back singles to open the inning. So 2 on, nobody out. Now here's Jaden Ward, the right fielder, 0 for 1, fouled out his first time up this afternoon. As Inglet will go out to talk to his pitcher for a moment. Gives us a chance to remind you today's game is brought to you by Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. Whatever you might need for your car, there's only one stop that you need to make. So stop in where you'll be treated like a friend at Preston Auto Parts Car Quest, 17 South State Street in Preston. Here's Ward, first pitch home from Grohl. He's bunting and bunts it foul at home plate, and it's 0-1. Giants and the Padres down in San Diego this afternoon. That's a 2-2 tie as they play down in the Gaslamp Quarter down in downtown San Diego. Mariners leading the White Sox up in Seattle 8-4. Breaking ball over for a strike, and it's 1-1. Yankees and the Orioles scoreless as they play in the 3rd at Camden Yards. Camden Yards celebrating their 20th anniversary this year. Kind of hard to believe. It's been 20 years already. Little roller back to the mound. Grohl has one play, goes to bluffs, and then finally decides to go back to for first base and get the out. He wound up like he's going to go to first base, and then all of a sudden looked like he wanted to go to second instead. And then finally got the out at first base. So the ground ball back to the pitcher. Both runners move up 1 base. So with 1 out, runners at second and third, and back to the top of the order, and Traven Wood, the center fielder, due up. Ward singled and grounded out 1 for 2. So a big situation here for Grohl to try to get out of the inning. Pitch is over for a strike, and the throw back to third is late. And it's 0-1. Final as the Braves beat the Washington Nationals 7-6 today. Ball hitting the ground to the right side, and it goes right through the green, under the glove of Green into right field. That'll get 1 run home. Here's the runner to the plate. He is safe as the ball gets away from Inglet. Turning down at second base, but not going any further. They throw back behind the runner, but safe at second base is Wood. So it plates 2, and now it's a 5-2 lead for the Dragons. As Ward picks up a couple of RBIs. And looks like that's probably going to be it for Grohl as Inglet goes out to the mound. As he tries to decide what exactly he wants to do, what changes he's going to make, we'll take a timeout and we'll come back. We'll be right back right after this.
KACH.
From sunup to sundown, we spend our time on the dairy, caring for cows and producing milk. And we also love being part of our tight-knit communities, being advocates for the kids in our schools, and being providers of safe, nutritious food for families around here and around the world. As your local dairy producers, we are more than farmers. We are Dairy West.
The Limbic Arc may help you or someone you know be more calm. It's simple to use. Find out more by logging on to mylocalradio.com and clicking on the Limbic Arc logo. Check it out now. Visit mylocalradio.com and click on any
KACH.
New pitcher for the Indians will be the left-hander, Chase Oxborough, who will come in to pick up. He becomes the third pitcher used by the Indians here today. As Madsen went the first two, Roll went 2 1/3. He leaves, having given up 2 runs so far on 3 hits. He's still responsible for Ward out on the base paths, so you can't close the book on him completely as of yet. He didn't walk anybody, and he struck out 1. So Chase Oxborough, the third pitcher used today by Kenny England, and with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning and a couple of runs in, all of a sudden Preston needs someone to come in and get some more outs, as they 2 runs home here in the inning, and it's now 5-2, Malad on top, and Preston running out of outs as we play here in the bottom of the 6th inning. First man that Oxborough will face is the opposing pitcher, Grady Combs. Combs has been able to bob and weave his way through 5 innings and only give up a couple of runs on 8 hits. But has a 3-run lead as he comes up to hit here with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. And the first pitch to Grady is swung on and missed, and it's 0-1. Runner at second, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th, couple of runs home. Next pitch from Oxborough is upstairs as Combs lays off, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Oxborough, of course, who pitched very well in the last game at Logan 10-11 days ago, went 6 innings to pick up the win. Ground ball fair inside third and down the line. Chug over to get it. Speaking of Chug, chugging home is the runner to make it 6-2. Ball gets away in the infield, and there goes Combs for third, and he'll be in there as he doubles in the run. So Grady goes all the way to third. Third run home in the inning on 4 hits for the Dragons. Still only 1 out. And now here's the catcher, John Evans, who's still looking for his first hit today, as he has walked and also grounded out. Oxborough comes home, and the first pitch is swung on and missed, and it's 0-1. So Evans, 0 for 1 officially today. As we make our way into the late innings, swings and hits it foul, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Evans up there now with really a 3-game hitting streak on the line. The pitch is high, goes to the backstop, but not far enough for anybody to advance. Not a lot of room behind home plate here in Malad. So even though it went to the backstop, it was very easy for England to pounce on it and get it back to the plate before anybody could advance. Next pitch home again to Evans. Taking high. They throw back to third on a bounce. And nice job by Hadley to keep it in front of him. So no advancement by Combs down there to third base. Two and two the count on Evans. Oxenberger comes home. Next pitch is swung on and missed. So a big strikeout for Ox. Gets the second out of the inning. That is just the second Malad hitter to go down on strikes here this afternoon. And now with 2 outs, here is the second baseman, Dylan Evans. Dylan 0 for 2, grounded out a couple of times. As the pitch again pops out of the glove, no advancement by the runner at third. Sorry for all the background noise. I didn't know that I'm broadcasting basically from Grand Central, because this is where all the people walk right by. As again, Inglet wants to go out and say something to Oxberger. As Ox walks back, climbs up on top of the bump. Chase comes home, the next pitch, swung on and missed. So 2 outs. Oxborough trying to get out of the inning without allowing any more runs. 3 runs home in the inning here for the Dragons. They've extended the lead as the pitch is swung on and missed. And it's 1-2 now on Dylan Evans. 6-2. The Dragons on top. Dragons have beaten Preston the last 2 times they've played. As that ball hit in the air toward left center field and hit pretty well. Hess is going to have to chase it down all the way to the fence in left center field. That's the 4th run of the inning home here for the Dragons on an RBI double by Dylan Evans. So Combs comes in to score. Now with a handy lead of 7-2 as he comes home. And with 2 outs, the 8th man to hit in the inning is the shortstop Tanner Olson. Ox ready in the first pitch to Olson, swung on and missed. 4 runs on 5 hits in the inning. Here from Malad, as they open up a bit of a lead here as we play in the bottom of the 5th. 7-2 they now lead, thanks to the big inning. Next pitch, breaking ball is a good one, over for a strike, and it's 0-2. So Preston with only 6 outs left and need to get some offense going. They've gotten men on base, just haven't been able to push them over. They've had 7 men on base. As the pitch is hitting along the left field line, that's going to get in for a hit. As Krutchuk down to get it, that's going to get the 5th run of the inning home, and it's now 8-2. So an RBI single for Olson as Evans comes in to score. And the 9th man to hit here in the inning is Kyle Horsley, the 3rd baseman. So 5 runs in the inning. As this is one of the biggest innings that the Preston pitching staff has given up here in recent games. As that pitch hit foul back into the screen, it's 0-1. 6 hits in the inning, 10 hits now overall on the game for Malad, and they've scored a total of 8 runs. As a breaking ball's hit poked foul, and it's 0-2. Horsley's the 9th man to hit in the inning here for the Dragons. Oxborough ahead in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Runner over at first. Ox looks at Olson, now comes home with the 0-2. The runner goes, swung on and missed. They throw through anyway, but it was the 3rd out of the inning, according to my book, as Horsley strikes out for out number 3, but not before they send 9 men to the plate. 5 of them come home to score on a total of 6 hits. No errors and 1 left as we're done with 5, as Malad has now opened up a lead. After 5 innings complete, it's the Dragons 8 and the Indians 2.
KACH. It's easy, fun, fast, and affordable. Do all of your grocery shopping online at Stokes Market. Simply log into stokesgrocery.com. Select the Shop Online tab and shop for your items. Then select the pickup time that is convenient for you. Pay online, and if you can't get out, then have someone else pick up your groceries for you. Do your grocery shopping online and still shop locally. It's part of the new normal, and it's fun. Do it now. Shop, enjoy, save at stokesgrocery.com.
Webb Funeral Home, established in Preston in 1925, has served the needs of Franklin County families and their neighbors for several generations. Now in their modern new full-service facilities just off Highway 91 south of Preston, Webb Funeral Home continues to offer caring and professional services to all residents of the area in their time of need. Funeral directors Douglas Webb, Ron Smaley, and Jordan Webb, along with aftercare specialist Jody Rasmussen, thank you for your trust in them and welcome your questions and concerns anytime. A message from your friends at Webb.
KACH. KACH.
8-2 Malad as we go to the sixth. Devin England will lead it off here for the Indians here in the top of the sixth inning as the first pitch from Combs misses down low, ball one ball and no strikes. England, Hadley, and Grohl do up as the next pitch hit on the ground to the left side. Knocked down by the third baseman, able to pick it up, throws wide at first base. As England, as the ball gets out of play, is going to head down to second base. So England leads off, and he'll end up at second base on the error of the third baseman. First error today charged against Malad. And now here is Traven Hadley, the third baseman, who was singled and popped up 1 for 2 this afternoon. Preston running short of outs as they trail now by 6 runs after giving up a 5 spot in the bottom of the 5th inning. As the first pitch to Hadley misses outside, ball 1. Today's game brought to you by Rounds & Associates Insurance Agency. Remember, they offer many options for your insurance coverage needs. They're at 85 South State Street in Preston. Come in and get your competitive quote today or give them a call at 852-2500 as they bluff back to second base. And back to the bag safely there is England. Preston with 2 runs on a total of 8 hits, but they haven't scored since the second inning here today. As we play here in the top of inning number 6, as the pitch to Hadley is hit foul back into the screen. It's now 1-1. Olsen sneaking in behind England at second base. They come home the pitch as that's a ball, and they throw back behind England again. And safe again at second base. The pitch count goes to 2-1. You're in the top of the 6th inning. You're leading by 6. And all of a sudden you decide you want to start playing a little fast and loose with the baseball. If I'm the head coach, I'm telling them to get outs as the ball hit back to the pitcher. They got the runner hung up. They're going to chase him over to third base. Now they got England hung up as they chase him back towards second base. Olsen chases him toward third. That's a mistake. And they're finally able to make a tag there. So they get England on the rundown as he's out 1-5-6-5. First out of the inning. Hadley over at first base reaches on the fielder's choice. And now here is Seth Grohl's spot, but this is not Grohl at the plate. Remember, Grohl was lifted after pitching. It's actually Emery Thorson to hit for him. Next pitch to Thorson misses down low, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. So Grohl, when he was in there, was 1 for 2, singled and struck out looking. And Thorson up there for his first at-bats. He played the whole game against Logan 10 days ago in the last game that Preston played, as he played in right field. As they go to first base and back to the bag over there in time is Hadley. In the count now, 2 balls and a strike. The count on Emery Thorson. Thorson, who's appearing in just his 4th game this year, had 2 hits and had a 2-game hitting streak, I should say, that was snapped in the game against Logan when he went 0 for 3. The 2-1 pitch, off speed, waved at and missed, and it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Emery did have a pair of RBIs in a game earlier this year. And of all of his hits that he has so far this year, he does not have an extra base hit. The 2-2. Takes a breaking ball on the inside corner, strike 3 call. That's the 2nd out of the inning. Another strikeout for Combs. That's 9 for him in the game. And now the number 9 hitter is Braden Hess, who struck out his first time up today. And then he also had a little pop-up that got up in the wind that Olsen stumbled and couldn't make a play on, and ends up falling as a single his last time up, as the first pitch is by him, and it's 0-1. 8-2 Malad, top of the 6th inning. As next pitch is up high, 1 ball and 1 strike. Preston's 5-game winning streak in jeopardy here before they head over to Marsh Valley for a doubleheader coming up on Saturday afternoon. We'll have for you here on KACH. Breaking ball misses in the dirt, and it's 2 balls and a strike. So 2 balls and a strike. The count on Hess. 2 outs, top of the 6th inning, and the 2-1 offering. Misses outside again, ball 3. Tate Green waits his turn on deck. Tate with a pair of hits and a pair of RBIs today. As Combs dropped the ball and the throwback from the catcher, he has to walk over and pick it up out of the grass. Now he wants to do a little lawn care duties. He wants to kick at the dirt a little bit in the landing area. So now it finally climbs back up on top. Out of the stretch, you'll come home, and the next pitch to Hess. Breaking ball is swung on and missed. And the count now, I believe, is full, 3-2, and it is. So 3-2 with 2 outs. Hadley will be away on the pitch over there at first base. Combs ready again. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Hess. And it's low, ball 4. So the 2-out walk extends the inning. Just the 3rd walk issued by Combs today. And back to the top of the order now, and Tate Green due up for the Indians. Tate 2 for 3 on the day. Took a called 3rd strike his last time up as the wind starts to gust just a little bit again. Green singled in the 1st, single again in the 2nd. And he's behind on a good fastball, and it's 0-1. And then struck out his last time up here this afternoon. Again, the 0-1 pitch misses outside, 1-1. Today's game brought to you by West Motors in Preston and in Logan. Looking for a new car, in the market for a new Ford, Chrysler, Plymouth, Jeep, or even a Dodge truck? You have one destination. That's West Motors in Preston and in Logan, as the next pitch is up high again to Green, and it's 2 balls and a strike. 2 outs, 2 on for the Indians. Here in the top of the 6th. And the next pitch home is down and in. As Green ahead in the count now, 3 balls and a strike. And Combs, who's thrown quite a few pitches, and the gas gauge could be getting down there just a little bit toward the empty. Down toward E here. And with a 6-run lead, you'd love to be able to keep him out there and let him finish what he started. But certainly you have to also make sure you get a win as well, as the 3-2 pitch is high, ball 4. Back-to-back walks now, loads the bases with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. And here, just as we surmise, here comes the coach for the Dragons. And let's see, does he have a hook with him, or does he just want to talk Combs through this inning here as he gets out there to talk to his pitcher? As with 2 outs and 2 men on, Ashton Madsen, the scheduled hitter here for the Indians, as it was a short visit, as he now turns and heads back toward the dugout and leaves Combs out there on the mound. But with the bases loaded, his message could have been very simple. This is your last man. You might as well get him out, because if he gets on, he's coming back with a hook. So here is Ashton Madsen. Popped up, struck out, and singled. He's 1 for 3 on the day. And the first pitch here is hit along the left field line. If it falls, it's going to be trouble. It's a foul ball. So 0-1, the count on Madsen, and everybody will come back. With a 6-run lead, you may feel comfortable with the bases loaded, and a flare hit like that down the left field line, that could have very easily cleared the bases, and all of a sudden your 6-run lead is cut in half. That's why the message to Combs was very simple. This is going to be your last hitter no matter what. As time called, as Madsen asks for and gets timeout from the home plate umpire. Combs rocks and comes home. High, snap throw back to third, not in time. So 1 ball, 1 strike, the count on Madsen. 2 outs here in the top of inning number 6.
Come on, bud.
Combs, it was punched out 9 today. Next pitch swung on and missed. You know the pitch count is up if he struck out that many players. Along with 4 walks, he's ahead of Madsen now, 1 and 2, and the next pitch bounces up there, evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. When you strike out 9 men, it takes a lot of pitches to do that. The JV team again goes jogging by as the next pitch on the inside corner of the knee, strike 3 called as Madsen strikes out with the bases loaded, and Preston's turned aside and fails to score here in the top of the 6th inning. No runs, no hits, an error, and 3 men left. As we go to the bottom of the 6th, it remains 8-2, Malad on top. We'll be right back.
KACA.
At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we've been in business since 1948. And while many of the faces may have changed, there's one thing that still stays the same: our personalized customer service. Our customers will always come first, whatever your needs. At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we have many different insurance options and can find the right option for you and your needs. Call us today to find out more. 208-852-2500. 208-852-2500, or drop by the office, 85 South State Street.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you're appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciate every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car and truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in today at 17 South State Street in Preston.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Well, we'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning here as Preston just needs to get 3 outs and get the bats back up there in the top of the 7th inning and see if they can come back from this 6-run deficit they find themselves in, as it's 8-2, and Chase Oxenborough stays out there for the Indians here as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. And for Malad, it'll be the bottom third of the order. Richard Baston, Stetson Hiley, and Jaden Ward due up. Baston, who has a pair of hits in his 2 at-bats. In fact, the bottom third of the order between them are 4 for 6 today. So Oxborough ready to go, and the first pitch here is rolled foul at home plate, and it's 0-1. If you're looking forward to the 7th inning for the Indians, they'll have the 3, 4, and 5 hitters due up, so certainly they'll have a little pop coming up to get some men on base in the 7th inning, but they need just more than a few runs as they trail by 6 as the pitch is rolled foul at home plate, and it's 0-2. Baston singled in the 2nd, singled and scored in the 5th. Oxborough ready, comes home. Next pitch, breaking ball on the corner, strike 3 called. As Baston goes down looking for the first out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Second strikeout for Ox. And that's the first out. And now here is Stetson Hiley. Hiley today with a pair of hits, single and a run back in the 2nd. As right now his RBI is the difference in the game. As he singled home Horsley with what then was the go-ahead run to make it 3-2, and they've added to it since then. Next pitch misses inside. We're back with you again tomorrow. Have some softball action for you tomorrow. Doubleheader for the ladies. First pitch at 3:30 tomorrow afternoon as they'll take on the Shelley Russets in a doubleheader back over at Tony Hansen Fields tomorrow. As the pitch hit foul at home plate by Hiley. It's 1-2. Next pitch swung on and missed. 2-2 now, I should say. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count here. And then we'll be back with the boys for the doubleheader over at Marsh Valley on Saturday afternoon. Breaking ball, got him. Another great pitch by Oxenborough as he gets Baston looking. Now he gets Hiley looking. Back-to-back strikeouts. And with 2 outs, here is the right fielder Jaden Ward, who's 0 for 2 today. Ward's fouled out and hit back to the box. 0 for 2. First pitch, Ward shows bunt, rolls it foul over on the third base side, and it's 0-1. Again, Preston trailing 8-2. Here's we play in the bottom of inning number 6. The 0-1. Breaking ball, missed outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. So Malad needs 3 outs to run their winning streak to 9 to open the season. And in the process, it would snap Preston's 5-game streak as the pitch hit foul on the first base side, and it's now 1-2. So a ball and 2 strikes. Oxborough ready, peeks in over the top of the glove, and here's the 1-2. Rolled foul again at home plate. Remind you to stay tuned for the post-game show. Wrap up, final totals, winning and losing pitchers, and we'll name our player of the game as well. Player of the game sponsored by Ralph's Construction. Here's Oxborough's 1-2 pitch. Ground ball towards short. England has it on a couple of hops. He's got to hurry across and gets him. As for the second time today, Malad goes out in order, 1-2-3. But Preston goes up here in the top of the 7th inning, and they need some runs. They trail by 6 after 6 complete. It's Malad 8, Preston 2. We'll go to the 7th inning right after this.
KACH.
At Preston Drug, we understand that everyone is busy and time is important. That's why we've implemented synchronization. We look at all the monthly prescriptions your family takes, and working with your doctor, we organize them so that you can pick them all up at one time each month. Synchronization with Preston Drug saves you time and money. Call Preston Drug today, and we'll get you into the synchronization system. It's free and it's simple. Preston Drug, 208-852-1563.
A higher level of precision and accuracy, that's what the new Naveo robotic assistance system at Franklin County Medical Center provides you. Whether you're in need of revision, partial or total knee replacement, the new robotic assisted surgery technology at Franklin County Medical Center allow knee surgery candidates the comfort of knowing that their knee surgery will be performed with confidence, improving the function, feel, and longevity of your new knee. Learn more about the new robotics machine at fcmc.org. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and...
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Well, we'll go to the top of the 7th inning, and as we do, the Dragons will go to the bullpen here. Time for a moment as they get some changes here for the Dragons, as a new pitcher in here, as coming in to pitch is John Evans, who was the catcher, and now going in to catch as the battery just flipped positions as the starting pitcher and pitcher of record Grady Combs goes in to back in behind home plate. So Combs goes 6 and gives way to Evans to come in and get the last 3 outs here in the game here this afternoon. 8-2, and Preston will send up Oxborough, Inglet, and Chug due up here in the top of inning number 7, and they need some hits and base runners desperately here against Evans. As Combs went 6 innings, gave up a total of 5, 7, 8, 9 hits, 2 runs. He walked 4 and struck out 9 while he was in there. So a heck of an effort today by Grady Combs, who leaves in line for a win here this afternoon. Here for the Malad Dragons, who look to extend their win streak to 9 to start the season. So here's Oxborough. 1 for 3 on the day, singled, struck out, and flew out to center. So Ox, with 1 hit in the game, extends a hitting streak out to 6 in a row with his hit today. And leading off against the big hard-throwing right-hander Evans, and the first pitch is down low, ball 1. 1 ball with no strikes. Evans comes home with the next pitch, swung on and missed, and it's 1-1. So a ball and a strike. Evans, the right-hander, comes home. The next pitch to Oxborough. He's looking and takes it off the corner, and it's a ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. That's close. That was close to being a strike most of the day, but Oxberger gets that one called as a ball. Here's the 2-1 pitch, swung on and missed. Actually, it was 2-2 as Oxborough goes down on strikes for the second time today, and that's the first out here in the inning, and the 10th Preston hitter to strike out on the day. So with 1 out, here's Justin Inglet. Inglet with 1 hit, his last time up, to extend his hitting streak out to 6. Other than that, he's 1 for 3. He also struck out twice today. First pitch from Evans is a good fastball down, swung on and missed, and it's 0-1. Evans says yes, comes home. The 0-1 pitch bounces up there, and it's a ball and a strike to count on Justin Inglet. So the wind gusts was gusting early in the game. Now picks up again here in the 7th as the next pitch to England again is up and in. Ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. And blowing here in the top of the 7th inning is the winds. The next pitch to England again is up high. 3 balls and a strike on Justin with 1 out here in inning number 7. As the next pitch is up high, ball 4. So England walks. 1 out walk here in the top of the 7th inning. First walk for Evans, just the 5th Preston hitter to walk here this afternoon. And with 1 out and 1 on, here is Carson Chug, who today is 0 for 2 officially, but he also walked back in the 2nd inning today. So here's Chug with 1 out and a runner over at first. Evans has to work out of the stretch for the first time now. Outfield straight away again for Chug as the next pitch is swung on and missed. So 0-1 on the Preston left fielder. Evans going to go to first, and just getting back in time over there was Justin England. As Evans with a pretty good move over to first base. Next pitch, fastball up over the head of Chug. Two balls and a strike. And the next pitch home, ground ball up the middle. That could be 2. Olsen right to the bag, steps on it, goes to first. Bad throw, gets away over it at first base. And Preston down to their last out as Chug will reach on the fielder's choice. England out 6 unassisted on the force out for the 2nd out. And now with 2 outs and a man at first, here comes Devin England. Devins walked, reached on an error, and flew out. 0 for 2. So Justin over at first, Devin at the plate. 2 outs, Preston down to their last out here in the game. As first ball swinging, pops it up in the wind. It's Evans chasing it in the wind and foul ground and can't catch up with it. For whatever reason, the first baseman, Hiley, let him chase it down, and did he catch it? Apparently he caught it over there near the dugout, and the inning is over. Wow. So a heck of a play as Evans chased it down and caught the ball in foul territory to end the game. No runs for the Indians here in the top of the 7th inning. No hits, a walk, and 1 man left. So the game is over as it is the Malad Dragons who win it by the final score of 8-2. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back, have the final totals, the winning and losing pitchers for you right after this.
Today's game has been brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new and used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value with the freshest meats and produce, and now preparing and selling sushi. Kim Dry of Northern Utah. If you're in Cache or Box Elder County, they can clean and protect your home or business for greater peace of mind. Franklin County Medical Center with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Rounds & Associates Insurance Agency, an independent agency with many options for all of your insurance needs. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest, we have all of the parts you'll need to keep your car running strong. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park region in Preston. Naylor Insurance for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. Preston Pharmacy, now with their own app to help make tracking your prescriptions easier. And by S&T Electric. When you're doing remodeling, addition, or building a new home, they are there for all of your electrical needs. Now stay tuned for the postgame show, coming right up.
It's a beautiful day for the
At Franklin County Medical Center, their goal is to get you back in the game, back to work, and back to your normal way of life. Franklin County Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has a team of therapists who specialize in providing you an individualized treatment plan, helping you reach your goals, working with doctors from all over the region to make your recovery convenient and close to home. Call today so you can stop suffering and start healing. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and
No winner on Wednesday morning in the KCH Money Magnet Contest. We'll add another $5 to the jackpot. And Thursday morning during the 7 o'clock hour, we'll call out another 4-digit lucky number and hopefully give away the money with $145 up for grabs on Thursday. Be listening during the 7 o'clock hour. Try to give away $145. It's the KCH Money Magnet Contest on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH, Preston's home for fun information.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
Proud member of the Co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston.
It's time for the Preston Indian postgame show. Coming up, we'll review the just completed game, name our player of the game, take a look at the scoreboard, and what's on tap for the Indians. It's all up next on the Preston Indian postgame show. Well, welcome back here to Malad here this afternoon as the Preston Indians see their 5-game winning streak go by the boards as they fall to the Malad Dragons today. Final score 8-2. For Malad, 8 runs on 10 hits. They committed 1 error in the game and they left 1 man on base. That was it, as they run their winning streak to open the season to 9-0 on a great game today, caused by Grady Combs, our winning pitcher here today. For the Indians, 2 runs on 8 hits. They left a total of 9 men on base. As we mentioned, Grady Combs, the winning pitcher, who went 6 innings, struck out 9 to pick up the victory here today. Ashton Madsen suffers the loss for the Indians. Time of the game, 1 hour and 58 minutes here in Malad as the Dragons win it today by the final score of 8-2. We'll come back, tell you what's on tap for the Indians, and name our player of the game. We'll do all that as we continue right after this timeout.
KACH.
If you feel like your bank works against you, we invite you to move your accounts to Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. We work for you, not against you. Serving Southeast Idaho for over 65 years, we offer totally free checking with cash back rewards, 0 fees credit cards, low auto loan rates, and excellent customer service. Visit today, 311 South Highway 91, Preston. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours. Equal housing lender, member NCUA.
It's the end of a long day and your feet are tired, or are you running behind schedule? But you need milk and eggs. You don't want to have to walk clear to the back of the store to get a gallon of milk and a dozen eggs. I suspect we all can relate to both of those stories. The great news is that this problem has been solved by Stokes Market in Preston with a recently installed new cold case right near the front door. If you just need a gallon of milk or some eggs, you can find them right inside the front door. Visit Stokes Market today in Preston.
Regardless of which insurance company you use, when you add a teen driver to your vehicle policy, your rates increase. This is Cheryl Kimball with Naylor Insurance in Preston. If you've got teen drivers, you need to know about the rate-saving plan offered through Mutual of Enumclaw Insurance. Teen Smart is an 8-hour program that, once completed, will lower your rates and make your teen a better driver. Savings and increased safety. It's a win-win. Call us today, 208-852-08.
KACH.
Welcome back. Preston sees their 5-game winning streak be snapped here today as they lose to Malad. Final score 8-2 here this afternoon. Our player of the game, we're going to give it to Malad starting and winning pitcher Grady Combs, who pitched a heck of a ball game today, as Combs went 6 innings, gave up 9 hits, 2 runs both earned, walked 4, and struck out 9 for the win over 6 innings of work. Great job pitching today by Grady Combs, the winning pitcher. Next up, our player of the game brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area in Preston. For information on how to have a home built for your needs or desires, call Ralph's Construction today at 435-232-1837. That's 435-232-1837 for Ralph's Construction. On tap for the Indians, for the boys, a doubleheader coming up on Saturday afternoon. That will be over at Marsh Valley. We'll have it for you here. That'll be radio only on KACH. No video of that game. Sadly enough, have to report from Marsh Valley, simply because there's no power out there by anywhere not near the ballpark. So we're going to be relegated just to cell phone coming up the game on Saturday. So no video, but we'll have the games live for you starting at first pitch at 3:30 on Saturday afternoon. Our next broadcast comes up tomorrow afternoon, as the Lady Indians will be at Tony Hansen Fields to play a doubleheader against the Shelley Russets, as we'll have both games for you coming up for that tomorrow afternoon as well, with the first pitch there again at 3:30 tomorrow afternoon. So we thank you for joining us here today as the Indians see their 5-game winning streak get snapped. They lose today to Malad. Heck of a team the Malad Dragons are, as they lose 8-2 today to the Dragons. The executive producer of Preston KACH Radio Sports is Val Cook. Our engineer today has been John Beverly. I'm Dan Hubbard. Thanks for joining us, as we'll be talking to you again tomorrow afternoon from Tony Hansen Fields. Until then, a very pleasant good night to everyone here from Malad, and we'll talk to you tomorrow afternoon. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcasting, LLC.